NBA All-Star festivities tip off this weekend as a new fan craze explodes in popularity. NBA Top Shot is billing itself as the future of collectibles. The site partnered with the league to let users buy a digital copy of basketball highlights, and prices are skyrocketing, with nearly half a dozen short clips going for six figures. But why own something when you can watch it any old time for free? Omar Villafranca takes a look.
Here comes LBJ!
It was a dunk heard round the world from the NBA's king, LeBron James, and one that can be watched over and over again online for free. So why did someone just buy it for more than $200,000? Welcome to NBA Top Shot, a digital marketplace of licensed highlights already worth millions.
We're at the ground level of what this can be.
Here's how it works. Players, investors, and collectors can buy and sell moments or highlights along with other users. But rather than owning a physical item, you own a digital one. It's a new take on the old school trading card. Even NBA team owners are getting in on the fun.
It took me a while to get over the hurdle of physical versus digital, but then once you start buying them and playing with them, then you realize, okay, I have this sense of ownership.
And the numbers are eye-popping. Nearly $300 million in sales this year. Just like with any collectible, the more rare the item, the higher the value. But values are quickly skyrocketing. Despite most moments selling for under $50, it's common to find them in the thousands or higher.
Is this built for collectors or investors?
I think it's built for collectors, but it's being dominated by investors in the early days here. It's just a challenge right now for new participants to come in there and be able to afford it.
Pretty much across the board.
It's a challenge Roham Garagozlu is trying to tackle. He's the CEO of Dapper Labs, a cryptocurrency company that runs Top Shot.
Do you worry about pricing out the average collector?
We do. I mean, we spend a lot of time making sure the product is accessible to everybody. The cheapest packs are $9. And so they have a great opportunity to get something cool and be able to sort of reinvest that into the ecosystem.
Since the start of the year, the number of collectors has jumped more than 20 times, 495,000 users and climbing. We asked Garagozlu why nearly 500,000 people are jumping in to buy something so easily accessible at no cost.
What do you tell the naysayers who say, oh, I can go on YouTube and watch that clip and it doesn't cost me anything, or I can go on Twitter and Instagram?
Well, look, I mean, collecting isn't for everybody. You can Google a photo of a player. You can Google a photo of this card right now. It doesn't mean you own it. It doesn't mean you can sell it. You can Google a photo of the Mona Lisa. You can even print it out and put it on your wall. It doesn't mean it's the real thing. More people enjoying that moment and more people knowing and sort of being a fan of that moment in history makes your original of that moment more valuable.
The site has become big in digital investing circles, but with all the money comes risk.
There's no guarantee that this isn't a bubble that will pop in a few weeks or months.
Daniel Roberts is a sports and finance expert who believes the digital gold rush is here to stay, but that investors in Top Shot should be careful.
Is there any worry that this may be the next GameStop and we're just all unaware that we're all just a joke?
Well, it depends who you ask, right? Absolutely, there are people who will tell you that Top Shot right now is an obvious bubble. The prices in the market have surged and exploded so quickly that it does raise some red flags for people. I wouldn't advise any friend to suddenly put a bunch of money into this unless you're willing to lose it. But there are also people trading these Top Shots that are just young NBA fans. And I don't think they're doing it as an investment in their portfolio. They're doing it because it's fun to be able to share it on social and say, look at my moment, I own this.
For CBS This Morning, Omar Villafranca, Dallas.
Reminds me a little bit of oceanfront property for sale in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not
I can see it,
but I don't understand, guys, how
I can see
you're going to pay that for something you can get online.
I can see wanting to own a little library of great plays by my favorite players in high resolution. I can see that, but investing, that's another thing.